Good morning to all of you. In our last lecture, we have talked about the light, and we have talked about the dual nature of light also. We have talked about the image which is from real image. We have talked about the virtual image and also about the characteristics of the plane mirror. And now we will talk about the spherical mirror. Means spherical mirror is a mirror which is curved mirror, and it is a part of a hollow sphere whose diagram we will see afterwards in our next video like this. That spherical mirror is a curved mirror which is a part of a hollow sphere, and spherical mirrors are two types. They are of two types. They are concave mirrors and convex mirrors. So first, when we are talking about the concave mirror, so it is a spherical mirror which is a part of a hollow sphere, and its reflecting surface is curved inwards. Means its outer side is polished, and the side which is not polished, it acts as a reflecting surface. And all the rays, means incident ray, the ray which are coming from the source, after reflection they meet at a point. They meet at a point on the principal axis. Means the after reflection, this mirror, the concave mirror, is also known as converging mirror, because after reflection all the reflected ray comes and meet at a point, and that point on the principal axis. On the other hand, we are talking about the convex mirror. It is also a part of a spherical mirror. Means it is a part of a hollow sphere which is curved outwards. Means when we are talking about the reflecting surface is curved outwards, means in the case of concave mirror, outer side is polished. Means inner surface is acting like a reflecting surface. But in the case of convex mirror, what is happening here? Inner side is polished, means outer side is reflecting, outer side is acting like a reflecting surface, and all the ray parallel to principal axis after reflection from a concave mirror get diverged. Means this convex mirror is known as diverging mirror and appear to come from a point behind the mirror. Means it in the case of convex mirror all the reflected ray meet at a point, but in the case of convex mirror all the reflected ray they diverge from a point, and it seems that when we will move forward this diverging ray, it seems that they are meeting at a point, and that is known as focus. So we have talked in the spherical mirror about the two types of mirror, that is concave mirror which is also known as converging mirror, and second is convex mirror which is also known as diverging mirror. So now here we will see about the convex mirror and concave mirror and convex mirror. Here we are seeing about the concave mirror. So it is also a part, means we are taking a hollow sphere, and if we will cut the hollow sphere and the outer side is polished, then the inner side, this inner side acts like our reflecting surface, and this mirror is known as our concave mirror. And if the outer side is polished and if here inner side is polished, so the outer sides act is like a reflecting surface, and this mirror is known as our convex mirror. So these both, whether it is a concave mirror or it is a convex mirror, both are the part of the hollow sphere. Means they are cut from the hollow sphere, and when they are cut from the hollow sphere, one is polished outward. In the case of concave mirror it is polished outward, and in the case of convex mirror it is polished inward. So the surface which is not polished, that acts like a reflecting surface. So we have drawn here a hollow sphere, and this axis which is means on in the hollow sphere there is this M and M dash, M dash, and here also M dash represents here a concave mirror, and here it represents a convex mirror, and it is a mid of this concave mirror. It is denoted by P, which is known as pole, and this see, this is means it is a center of the hollow sphere whose mirror is a part, and this center is known as center of curvature. This center is known as center of curvature. So how we will define center of curvature? Center of curvature is the center of the hollow sphere whose mirror, either it is a concave mirror or it is a convex mirror, whose mirror is a part, and a line which is joining center of curvature and principal axis. A line which is which is joining center of curvature and pole. That line which is xy, the line joining center of curvature and pole, this xy, it is known as principal axis. This line is known as our principal axis, and the distance from center of curvature to the pole, it is denoted by r, and that is known as radius of curvature. So whether it is a concave mirror or it is a convex mirror, first of all, both are the part of a hollow sphere, and if we will cut this hollow sphere, and if we will polish the outer surface, and second time when we will cut the hollow sphere, and if we will polish the inner surface, so if outer surface will be polished, then the inner surface will act like a reflecting surface, and it is known as concave mirror. And if inner side is polished, then outer surface become reflecting surface, and it is known as convex mirror. And the center of our mirror is denoted with the P, and it is known as pole. And the center C is the point which is center of the hollow sphere whose mirror is a part, and that is known as center of curvature. And a line which is passing through center of curvature and pole, that is known as this xy. Here also we are seeing that xy, it is the principal axis, and the distance from center of curvature to the pole is known as our radius of curvature. Now here it is once again for your clearance, here diagram is shown that inner outer surface is polished, so inner surface is acting like a reflecting surface, so it is a concave mirror. And if inner side is polished, so outer surface is acting like a reflecting surface, so it is our convex mirror. So when we are studying the spherical mirror, there are some of the terms related to the spherical mirror which are very much important for us, and we have to know all the terms. First of all, center of curvature, as we have discussed earlier also in our previous slide, that it is the center of the sphere of which the mirror is the part. Radius of curvature means the radius of a sphere of which the mirror is a part, that we have seen earlier. Pole, center of the spherical mirror. Principal axis, the line joining pole and center of curvature, is known as our principal axis. And what is the principal focus? We have seen when we are talking about the concave mirror and when we are talking about the convex mirror, that all the rays which are parallel to principal axis after reflection, in the case of concave mirror, they are meeting at a point, they are converging at a point, and that point is known as our focus. That point is only known as focus. So in the case of concave mirror or convex mirror, after reflection, in the case of concave mirror, all the reflected ray meet at a point, and in the case of convex mirror, all the reflected ray seems to meet at the point, and that is known as our principal focus. And what is our focal length? We have seen about radius of curvature, that the distance between center, when we are talking about the radius of curvature, the distance between the center of curvature to the pole, that is known as our radius of curvature. And what is the focal length? It is the distance between the pole and the principal focus. And in a spherical mirror, the radius of curvature is twice the focal length, means r is equal to 2f, or f is equal to r by 2. Means in any problem, if r is given and if we have to find f, so what will be the focal length? It will be the half of the radius of curvature. Here when we are talking about the spherical mirror, when we are talking about these are the terms which are we have seen in the spherical mirror. Now in our next video lecture, we will see about some of the rules, some of the cases, that how the image is formed in the case of different types of mirror. Thank you.